Hello everyone, welcome to Think Like a Scientist. My name is Aiden and I'm a scientist at the University of Colorado, Denver. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your phone speaker even louder than it already is. So have you ever listened to some really loud music and you hear it really loud in your ears, but also you kind of feel vibrations on your body? That's because sound is mechanical energy, meaning that some of it will hit your ear and your body will perceive it as sound, but it also is hitting all other parts of your body like your skin. And when the sound energy hits your skin, you feel it as vibrations, because that's how sound travels. Now, what we're going to be needing today is a toilet paper roll. The next thing you're going to need are 2 plastic cups, and then you're going to need some tape. You're going to need some scissors, and be sure to ask an adult to use the scissors for you. And lastly, we're going to be using a phone. So for the first part of the experiment, we're going to go ahead and cut a rectangular hole into our toilet paper roll. Okay, so I just cut out a rectangular piece of the toilet paper roll, and now I have a rectangular hole inside my toilet paper roll. The next thing we're going to do is just cut a circular hole kind of towards the bottom of the cup, just so the toilet paper roll fits inside just about 1 centimeter. Don't worry too much if it's not perfectly round. What matters is more so that the toilet paper roll will fit inside. So now we have a hole, and I'm going to see if this fits. So it does fit. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing to the second cup. The next thing we're going to do is start to assemble our speaker. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that the rectangle hole in the toilet paper roll is facing up, and then we want our speaker to be amplifying towards you. And make sure to not put the toilet paper roll too far in. You still want access to the rectangular hole that you just made. So now that I have them in place, you can see that here. Next thing we're going to do is just secure it in place. So we're just going to tape down the sides just so our speaker is not flopping all over the place. So as you can see, I taped it down and now it's not moving as much. So now it seems to be staying in place here. We're not going to have the cups or the toilet paper roll move out of position. So now that we have our speaker fully assembled, we're going to go ahead and see the difference between playing music on our phone on its own and putting the phone into our at-home speaker and seeing if it's louder or not. I'm going to go ahead and play some music without the speaker attached, and then play some music with the speaker attached. And we're going to see if there's a big difference in the volume. Okay, now we're going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to put it into the speaker that we just created. I'm going to go ahead and press play. Why does this happen? That's because sound waves, as we talked about, are normally just projected all around this phone because it's coming out of the speaker on the bottom. Now, when we have our speaker here, it's basically taking all those sound waves and they're all coming out of just one side. Now, if you wanted to keep this speaker, you can just go ahead and place it in your room or wherever you'd like. But if you don't want to keep it around, all these materials are recyclable, so you can go ahead and just throw these in the recycling bin. Now, before we go ahead and end this video, I'd like to talk about a few ways where we can maybe modify this experiment, just so maybe you can see if there's any differences between, for example, changing the length of the toilet paper roll. Instead of a toilet paper roll, maybe you could use a paper towel roll. You can also go ahead and change maybe the size of the cups. So I have these smaller plastic cups here, but you can also maybe try those bigger red solo cups. And then additionally, you can even try to change the material that the cup is made out of. So maybe instead of plastic cups, you can try a styrofoam cup and see if that changes how well the speaker is amplifying the sound. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Think Like a Scientist. We look forward to seeing you again, and I hope that you enjoyed this experiment.